Okay, welcome to another CAD commentary. This time it's going to be the end of the Spirit LAN final, because we brought you the first map, which TT.Dragons beat VeryGames on DE Inferno. And then we had a massive delay because we've been extremely busy, as regular viewers and readers will know. We've had a massive CS global offensive giveaway on the website that's took a lot of time. I've been to Denmark. Below here you'll see some videos from HK LAN. Had a great time, but again that was 5 days out the loop, and I've still been sent loaded demos, and now pretty much I've been working through the backlog and looking at which ones we've got to do, and this one's at the top of the list. So I appreciate it's a little bit delayed. Spirit LAN ended in January, but it's still a good game. I can't really pretend I don't know how this one goes, but still I'm gonna try and act for all your benefit, just in case you don't follow the scene as closely as you'd like to. And if you don't, you should rectify that by hanging out on cadred.org pretty simply. Also as well, just while I'm here, it's only relevant for the period of this next couple of weeks to the end of the month, I think. But if there's any budding esports journalists out there, go to the front page cadred.org now. You'll see a competition called The Right Stuff. That's right as in to write, W-R-I-T-E, and it's a competition to win a paid internship, basically working at Cadred. So you'll be going to an event and learning how you get a regular column every 2 weeks and all of that gubbins. So if that interests you, you should definitely get along. I mean, at the moment I'm really happy we're putting loads back into the esports scene, but I'm sure the majority of you don't really care about that. You're just here to watch a VoD. So let's crack on with it, and helps if I can type. We shall get underway. The second map, Dust 2, as you can probably see, the eagle-eyed amongst you there, and again it's split into two halves. You can see from the fact that there's two halves that it's going to be a pretty good game, because they're about the same size files. So again, if you're in any kind of idea about any kind of thoughts about how close it's going to be, it's definitely going to be a good game, and indeed the final was great. So we're going to get away, and you can see, just have a quick look, you can see that it's TT.Dragons on the CT and VeryGames on the T. And well, as you can see there, we got Uzi just popped up with 2 kills. They've done a short stack here, and it's all kicking off on short almost immediately. So perhaps a bit of former teammates knowing each other's tactics. The bomb's down on short, and Scream is there, so he's just going to kind of hold there. He's still got 72 HP. Existence, in the meantime, is wrapped around the long way, so he's going to hit B tunnels. It's MK, though, who's going to go in for the bomb, and oh, he's blind. He's giving it to Stevie Wonder, just kind of spraying away, and he's managed to get back to a safe spot. But in that time, Smiths has come around from long, and this is looking like a round 2. The Dragons, VeryGames, only got Existence left, and while he was trying to get the one on short, Smiths has just ran in into lower, killed him while he was stood in that box. That's the first round underway, and I got to say, it happened all so quickly. Didn't even really have time to get sort of settled into the groove, because they just literally, it was a short stack to a short rush. So that's how quickly a round can be over. And we got some FAMAS action, someone pushing mid with the MP5. 3 terrorists running into this lower B area now, and with Deagles. Always wise to buy a Deagle these days. It is a pretty overpowered gun, the difference maker. So Existence has managed to not take any damage. In the meantime, RPK is going to get that frag. Apex is pretty low though, so it comes at a price. But still, for now, the numerical advantage is happening, and you can see it's going to be a short push. Shocks here with the FAMAS. I imagine he can do something special with burst fire. Or can he? Well, no, because by the time the flash wears off, he's dead. So that's how effective a flash can be. And all of a sudden, MK has paved the way for MBK to get this plant. Malek has got Existence now, though RPK's holding the middle. And this should be a good example of a retake, but MBK does get that first headshot. Smiths is going to hands back at another one with the MP5, gets another there. But MK from Pit is going to get Smiths. Scream with it all to do here, and it's going to be extremely difficult trying to just stay on it. No, you can't get away with that. And there it is. There's an awesome Deagle round in the bag from VeryGames. So you win a round, they bounce right back. And quick look at the scoreboard. Obviously, we're not going to read too much into it after 2 rounds, but Smith's top with 4 for 1. MK top with 3 for 1, which is weird because I think he came in for a little bit of criticism after this event, if I remember rightly. But still, we'll see how the rest of the game pans out. Just setting that up for there, and you can see the spam in mid. There's a smoke there for the Dragons. They're kind of doing a bit of a stack here, so that smoke that you deploy in mid, obviously that's a fake, because then people think, ah, well, they've got lots of people crossing. You don't actually cross, and then you stack A. So you're kind of pushing people into this other site, and you can hear that they're not 100% confident at the moment about where they are. It does look like they're going to go for A. Apex has got that opening frag. And they're going to have a little wander out here. And funnily enough, just as they get away sight, they've pushed around long. So MK's going to get a kill 1 miles away from the action here. I'll get on the shocks cam, always good. And it wasn't that good that time. MK's got the kill. Existence has got another one. So it's Uzi lurking with 12 HP. Not going to get it. And MK, well, he's off to a bloody flyer, isn't he? 6 for 1. And might all be pistol and eco rounds, but still, these are pretty good players, just in case you're not aware of that fact. So let's see what's going to happen in this round now. And okay, well, it looks like we got another eco. And yeah, straight out from MK, just no fear in it. Loads of flashes on along. Malek's going to peek here. Uzi gets 1 existence, removes Malek from the round, and they're still holding on. So I think they're like, you know what, it might not be a stack, but it's not really worth risking it. Let's just go up short, and then we can use our rifles for superior distance once we get an away sight. To do that, of course, looks like they might get a little bit of contact here. But yeah, they're going to start pushing up long now. So RPK in the meantime has got one. But one's pushed right behind him. Existence is wise to that danger. Just turn around there and worked a brilliant little headshot over the boxes. And there's the end of it. We skipped RPK. He was just about to get some action in mid. And that's going to make it 3 for 1 in the half. These rounds dropping pretty quickly. And VeryGames looking very solid. And it's got to be said as well, they do Dust 2 very well. I remember a few events back, they were trying to make out it's one of their weaker maps. Pretty much, like, you know, they always seem to do so well on it, especially as terrorists. And since the new updates have come in and smokes work and everything else works, you know, it's been pretty unreal. Great record on the map. Usually post big scores on the terrorist half, which of course they're starting as now, which they'll be loving in a LAN final, even though they have of course lost the first map. And there's Scream, one of the MVPs from the tournament. He's got an opening kill there. So Apex, well, that's not pretty, but it's certainly effective. Going to run round and get a face full of nade for his trouble. I think he was just desperate to get a frag there, and it's cost him dear. Smiths is holding B. They're just going to be leaving him to it, and that's probably wise, the form he's been in lately. Malek's pretty low, so as soon as they see him, and he looks down to have dropped down into that spawn area, but Shoxy's just going to run out and get MBK again. Former teammates, don't want to stress the point. Shoxy just runs round, kills the blind RPK, and now it's 3-2 to VeryGames. Dragons there with very good use of flashes to lock down the sites. So we got one drop here. So money tight, but not quite as tight, which we'll find in some parts of Europe. What's up, Greece? And again, we got this 3. You got RPK kind of facing the tunnels, because I guess he's the one you would rely on to be able to do a 1-bullet pick on an AWP with a rifle. Boom, there's Smiths. Hello, he's in mid. He's going to drop back now onto the B site. He's going to get another one. This is absolutely sick play from Smiths. What's he going to do now? Is he going to get another one? Yeah, he certainly is. There's another kill. There's another one. Smiths is absolutely going wild in mid here. And, well, he knows where the other one is now. Doesn't get the ace. RPK gets 2 kills, but doesn't matter. The damage was already done. Scream finishes it off to tie it up at 3-all, but Smiths going absolutely huge there. Absolutely huge. So this should be another Deagle round, and let's not forget they switched the momentum up by winning one of these, so maybe history might repeat itself. RPK again, he's in the default position. Existence is going lower as well. And is he going to peek mid? Surely not after what happened last round. You wouldn't be that bold, not with the Eagles. But yeah, they're going to try and flash out the Orpra in mid, and now they're going to hit short. They're going to get up there. Just having a little look around. Another flash over the top, or was it a smoke? No, I think it could have been a smoke. Might have been smoking off long. No, it was a flash, sorry. And Existence is going on a goose there, just trying to get that pick with his Deagle. Smoke has been deployed on short. He's going to be able to kind of drop back and get through it. Well, just hasn't really worked for him at all. And Lambs to the slaughter there. Shocks and Scream pretty much just mopping up. Nice little crossfire. That's going to give TT.Dragons the lead again. Obviously, they did win the pistol. But it's 4-3. Momentum very much with the counter-terrorists. And we'll have a quick look. You can see MBK. Guy who won Player of the Year in our Cadred Awards. Only on 1 for 5. Smiths 8 for 4. MK 8 for 5. And Malek on 3 for 4. So. And they're going pretty bold again. Looks like they're going to be on long. We're going to see what Malek's going to do. He's going to get a nade in there. And that nade will do damage, I think. And it's got to be said that the Dragons looking very fluid at the moment. People seem to drop in and out of positions with kind of ease. Well, we got a short push here. Well, I don't know what's happening there. Everyone's just blind and running past each other. And RPK in the end. His eyesight cleared first. So Uzi's got one, but MK's removed him. And this is a bad position for Shocks to be in. But not when you can pull off shots like that. Jesus. A pixel was all he needed. And Apex must be thinking, what the hell just happened? So, and now Shocks is going to drop down into spawn, rotate. They were spread out across the sites. It's a 2v2 situation, though. And the bomb's ticking, but Shocks on 69 HP. Stop giggling at the back. Definitely need to get this first frag that I'll have any chance of getting the round. Smiths has gone tunnel, so it's the 2 for VeryGames boys trying to work it here. And well, Existence is saw Smith, but Shocks has just absolutely demolished it. That is why people consider him to be the best rifler in the world. Can't believe what I've just seen, but I shouldn't be surprised. Worked so hard at his aim, and that's just breathtaking stuff. 5 for 3. Very impressive. So, Dragons in the lead, and of course, if they win this map, they win the tournament. But by now, you probably know already how it goes. So, staying with Shocks because too stunned to touch my mouse as it happens. Well, I better had to now because the action is elsewhere. And again, we got this default here. It's the let's try and eradicate the threat in mid from lower B strats, then hit short. And to be honest, it's been pretty, no disrespect to Existence, who is of course one of the great tacticians and great callers, but tactics do look a little bit one-dimensional at the moment, and Dragons have certainly read the situation. It's not the same kind of VeryGames right now, but Existence really pushing out, and then MBK, well, Smiths is down. Apex is going to get Shocks, and Apex is going to get Malek, so things looking very good at the moment. RPK just holding mid. He's stopping any wraparound frags. Scream's going to get one, though, so let's go to Scream Cam. He's in mid, in that mid area. He's the last one. He's coming through spawn. Needs to be careful that no one comes from behind him. And that's why, because RPK is going to be there. His huge frame just crouching. You don't want to see that. So, 5 rounds to 4 now in this half. And, well, very, very close. But, looks like they're having a little discussion there. Can you drop? Can you drop? Yes, you can. Let's buy. So, it's all been switched around. A little bit belatedly. We're going to see if Scream's going to do anything. He's got a FAMAS here. And even though they've been doing the same thing every round, you know, obviously it's going to be effective to a certain degree because you've got players with aims, but I would just like to see Dragons kind of just be a little bit more bold like this. Like, you know, just kind of run in the tunnels, MBK's answer back, but that's not a terrible trade, as things have got pretty bad now because Existence has got the other one, but Uzi knows he can get out in the mid. He's going to reveal his position there with that flash. MK's got another one. Uzi makes that kill count. He's got to get this next frag. And, yeah, they're going to be on B, so need to go fast, try and stop the plant. They're just going to let it happen, so, yeah. That makes it a lot harder. Because obviously there's now a time limit on it. One flash over the top. Shox gets one. Shox gets another. He's not going to do it twice, is he? No, he isn't. MBK holds his nerve. Hits his AWP shot. Ties it up with 5-all. And, well, still pretty close that was to being another immense clutch. So, I know. Let's have a look. And I know. I'm surprised, actually, that we've not seen some more AWP kind of duels in mid. MBK having a spam. I don't think he's done any damage, but Apex and RPK have gone really aggressive onto B. So, not got the bomb though, and that's going to be called. So, just a numbers game. Oh, MBK, no. Caught in Owens on Shox is pushing at the right time to catch him in between switching. RPK is going to get another. You can hear the desperation of Deagle fire there in mid. And Apex is just going to back out. You can see he's not confident. Scream. USPing. Picked up an AK. I wonder if he's just going to save this or go for it. Got the AWP. Looks like it's going to be a save. But that's easier said than done. People are going to be hunting for him. Let's just have a look where they are. Well, might be an idea to take that pit, mate. Because you always check this, and there's too many places to watch. So, they're all in spawn, the VeryGames guys. They will survive the blast. So, not as aggressive a hunt as I thought we'd see. And looks like we've got a pause after that round, which takes it to 6 rounds in favour of VeryGames. Quick look at the scores just before we skip the pause. You can see Shox 13 for 7, MK 12 for 8, MBK on 5 for 7 at the bottom, and Malik 3 for 8 for the Dragons. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we're unpaused, and here's the next round coming in. That AWP was saved. Again, very passive in mid. Not what I've come to expect on a Dust 2 game. MK's going to get that opening pick, and RPK just doing his thing, stopping any pushes onto, well, into the B tunnels, I should say. And they're out at long, 4 of them, so this is strong stuff. Going to see if MBK can work any picks. He's not having the best of times in terms of frags right now, but that can all change in the blink of an eye, believe me. So Shox, oh, can we get to him? Yep, he's just there, and Shox and Scream have shut down that long push. Shox is just going to drop into that spawn area now. MBK though has got that pick. Maybe should have stayed with him. They're going to know where he is, and yeah, they're both up long. Shox is going to wrap around here, so I'm going to be mindful of that. MBK outgunned by Smiths there. And that's clever from Apex. Needs to be wise to the wraparound. And Malek, well, didn't even get it in the end. Shox just finished it off for him. Perhaps just as well might have spared his blushes somewhat. Malek's going to drop that AWP. So let's get back to Smith's camp. And it's 6-all. Very much tit for tat at the moment. No one's having a real big run of momentum. Smoke is deployed again. No shots on the first jumper. Smith's just kind of watching B on his own. Looks like it's a deco round. We've done a that horrible public boost here. So that's going to stop the pushes from long. And I tell you what, if they do push long, you wouldn't expect this in a competitive match, would you? And I'm just watching the radar. Is Uzi going to take this bait? No, he's hiding there. I mean, look at this, like the situation. You got it along. I mean, I'm sure there's more exciting stuff going on, but just look at this. And Apex has got to win. I'm staying with this. I want to see how this pans out. I don't care about the rest of the round. I want to know about what's happening here. Uzi is still absolutely stalwartly defending it. He's going to do it. He's going to take the bait. And then, after all, that MK's dropped. So, absolutely ridiculous. But Uzi does get his kill. So, it was worth it in the end. He'll never know how close he come to getting noobed. Like, never. And they're trying to push up onto short here. Existence. And it's double existence with the spinner-rooney. Like Booker T. And that puts VeryGames back in the lead. 7 for 6. 2 more rounds of the half to go. And it has been even as Steven. So that's what we got here. Big deco, and well, they've kind of ran a little bit early there. That smoke didn't bloom. They should get wise that it's a B push, but I don't know. Maybe they have. Yeah, that's a double nade. They've just waited. Yeah, they've read that well there, VeryGames, and ultimately they should have perhaps left it a couple of seconds more, but oh, it's a flash, and here we go. RPK with 1, 2. Only gets the 2. Scream is going to put a stop to that nonsense, and him and Shox is going to double back. Well, it should have a gun now as well. Why that hasn't been given to Shox, I don't know. Apex gets another one. That's the beleaguered Malek. And MBK says, nah, not today. Not today, Shoxy, son. Scream just jumping around, doing some quick switching. Not going to save the situation. Apex gets a kill. So we're going to this last round. So we're going to see buys of whatever guns they can afford on the CT. So yeah, expect to see some FAMASs here and some other weapons. Like maybe some umps might come out, maybe not. But let's see what Smiths is going to do. Because obviously not got an AWP at the moment, so he's just playing close with a USP, the good old USP. And there's MK. Do I watch that for another round? Nah, I better not. Can't be bothered being flamed for it. So, but if I miss some new pub action, I'm going to be very upset. So we're going to, yeah, it's just kind of a VeryGames spread at the moment. Not too sure of what's going on. Kind of set up like an anti-eco, if you like, bit of a default, just having a wait. See if anyone gets antsy and decides to push. And you can see here, you got 2. They're going to bump into RPK, but that looked like a headshot to me. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, but Apex is going to go. We should probably watch him for a bit, because for a new kid on the block, he's been handling himself very well. Ooh. Narrowly avoids death. MBK gets one. Smith gets another one. MBK gets another. So he's suddenly the danger man. Bomb is down, and oh no, Uzi's going to get him. Just runs out with that FAMAS. RPK though gets another one, and Uzi here, he's got this up, so he's just watching the window. Bomb is down. Oh, dink. And there it is. That's all you need to know about that half. So, VeryGames take command and lead in the second half. We'll get straight onto it, eh? Let's not split this up any more than we have to, because it's certainly been a great game. So, we're going to first person it up. Get rid of that. And there we go. Have fun, have fun, have fun. LAN final, have fun. And that did finish 9-6. So, command and position for VeryGames. Big pistol round incoming, dare I say it. And just a note to all the French people out there that maybe run these tournaments to record these demos. Please don't divide them up into halves. It would be nice if you just put them out into one. Apex is going to get another kill. I'm telling you what, He's actually been red hot this game. Red hot this tournament. But the Dragons get up short. And again, it's this all about short that we're seeing so often now in these French pistol strats. Bomb planted. Scream's going to get... Well, he's going to have both his kills stolen there from Uzi. He's not going to be happy about that. And Shox gets the last. The Dragons take that pistol round. And they needed that because this is now the platform and tie the game up at 9-all if they can take the next 2 rounds. There's what he thinks about that. Nice. So, let's see if VeryGames can repeat what they did in the first half and win the Deagle after the bye. Go on Apex, we're going to watch you. We like you. He's going to work that Deagle there, but get nothing. Smith's just kind of MP5 in it, just chilling. And you can see they're set up, just waiting for any random pushes here. Existence is going to come out a lower, get a face full of MP5 for his trouble. Wasn't lucky to get a kill. Smiths, though, doesn't get it. And MBK and MK have just rocked up with 2 pistol kills there. Uzi's going to get another one. He's been having a good game, it's got to be said as well. I mean, literally every player who's been on here hasn't really been that... you can't really say a lot of bad things about them. They've definitely looked like 2 of the best teams in Europe, without a shadow of a doubt, which is what they are. So, RPK now coming from lower. He's going to get some Shox action all up in his face with a Galil. Shox is going to get 2 kills. Shox is going to spam the door now. He's just loving it. And then Scream gets the last kill. 9-8 now at VeryGames. And Dragons, I tell you what, again, let's not forget this is their first competitive event together as a team. They made it to the final. It might not have been an amazing one, but they did take a map of VeryGames already. And as you can see here, they've really, really pushed them. So, definitely one to watch. There's Shox just working his crisp aim again to get that opening headshot. Doesn't really matter what weapon he's using, does it? Probably just using a pistol to take it easy on them. But Apex answers back, but there's another one from Shox. Just pistoling it. And there we go. It's over as quickly as that. It is 9-9. And they should have called 9-9-9 there, VeryGames, because they were in all sorts of trouble. But here's the bye. And I'll tell you what, big moment in the game this first bye round. So let's get on to MBK, see how he's playing it. Looks like he's taking it to B, so we're not going to get an aggressive contest. Its Existence is going to be contesting mid, so very interesting choice then. He does get that opening pick, and removing Smith's early doors is always a good move, but this is a fast short push here from the Dragons. They're just literally steamrolling onto the site here, and Apex is in spawn. Gonna get one. Shox is just waiting for him, but Uzi's got Existence in the meantime. And RPK's gonna put his flash onto the site. Gonna go for the peek. It's Apex that gets one, sorry. And then there we go. Apex gets both. So absolutely comprehensive lockdown there from VeryGames to restore their lead. 10 rounds to 9 now, and of course, first to 16 is going to take it. So, good old MR15. Imagine if MR15 had never been invented, right? And we were having to do VoDs of MR12 games with 3-minute rounds. Christ. That would just be awful. But anyway. So we got fire definitely in the hole. Lots of it. Lots of holes. Shox blind. Is he going to get this push kill? Malik's going to get one in the meantime. And Shox, you know, he's kind of just like, wow, how many flashes does it take to stop me here? Still gets a kill somehow. And a headshot as well. And there's another one. It's just unreal, isn't it? A recent thread about him cheating in CSS mixes, which was hilarious. Of course, it wasn't him. His account was hacked. Although, if Shox was German, I doubt people would be as forgiving. But still. So yeah, very much a legitimate player, as you can see from what he's doing here today. I'm going to stay with him while he goes on a hunt. Just looking for this last man, the man that's saving. It's MBK. And you know what? It's like he just can read their minds. It ties it up at 10 for all. So 10 rounds apiece. What a close game. What a great game. It's been really entertaining. So however it goes. And certainly better than watching some of the demolition jobs I've seen lately, the 16-2s, the 16-5s. Okay, let's just try and get on to MBK. He's just going to be spotting mid with a pistol. They're going to drop back. Dragons really not doing anything too aggressive here, as you can see, while we just flick around everyone. Not going to stick on Shocks. Do not need to feed his fanboys anymore. Think we've seen more than enough for that. And then, yeah, you can see Uzi's just holding up. So this is just a very standard anti-eco. And again, for players that maybe don't know what that is, it's where literally you know that there's going to be a stack, or they're perhaps going to do a push. So what you do is you withhold from pushing, and you pretty much cover the full expanse of the map to ensure that any pushes are shut down and you can get an early call to your teammates. So there's Uzi going to get one while he's pushing to this lower B tunnels area, and RPK, yep, there he is in that spot. Uzi very wise to spot it. And in the end, though, it's kind of worked out for VeryGames. They've absolutely trumped it here. Existence, and I hate to do it, we've got to come back on the Shocks cap. Existence and MBK just have really turned this round on its head there with a load of frags. Oh, a face full of nade for Shocks. Not happy about that. He's got to try and do something here. He can't possibly do this. Can he? He can get one. MK gets the last, and it was just too much to do. It's 11-10 to VeryGames. Huge turning point again, and let's not forget that they have been the team that when they've had to go down to Deagles, they're the team that's winning the Deagle rounds and basically breaking up Dragons' momentum. Pretty much those Deagles have been the difference right now, and that comes with experience, that comes with nerve, but it also comes with awesome aims. So VeryGames always been a great Deagle side for as long as, you know, well, for as long as they've been around pretty much. The players they've had have always made the most of the hand cannon. So again, fire in the hole, and it's Dragon's turn to sort of Deagle. Although they have got a couple of AKs to mix by, and one went first. Existence is going to get Smiths. But they managed to rescue the gun. Uzi's on low HP. And let's just see where they're going to go. RPK's just watching the doors. They're still kind of all bunched up in this mid area. Looks like they're going to fancy short. So let's get out to Existence here. He's called it. Just going to wisely back off. Just use the angles, use the distance. Malik's going to get one. Existence going to get another. Missed that shot there, though, Existence. That could prove crucial. They might be able to get a plant here. There's a smoke. Apex gets another. And Existence just spamming through the smoke. Shocks just says, you know what, I'm getting this plant. Didn't get the kill there. That was rare. Crosshair seemed to be fine to me, but Apex just kind of sponged it up. Looks around for the defuse, says I'll be having some of that. We've not looked at the scoreboard for a while. Let's have a quick look. Shocks and no surprises. Top of the scoreboard for Dragons, 9-3. Top of the scoreboard with that defuse for VeryGames is Apex. And as you can see, it's now 12-10. You can see nice shot there. And a lot of sportsmanship. Pay attention. UK scene being exchanged over the course of the game. And when you consider that the split, when the players leaving, it was acrimonious. It wasn't done in the best of circumstances to see that kind of sportsmanship and stuff. There you go. It just goes to show what a class act some of these players are. So we're getting closer and closer and closer. Looks like we got some fast, short action. Shocks, the general, just leading the charge for his teammates. And what's happening there? Existence has got him with the big green gun. Apex is going to get another one, going to flash out onto the site, knows where they are, knows that they're coming. Apex gets another one, doesn't get the double though. Uzi manages to get Apex, and that's a great little shot there onto RPK. Going for another one here. And if he pulls this off, might turn around. He has only got 18 HP, and he's in that horrible, horrible corner. That box is spammable, and you've got short to worry about, so it's very difficult. Has got the bomb, doesn't really matter. MK's going to get him. It's now 13 for 10. 2 VeryGames. You can tied up 4 for all. 4 rounds apiece in the half. You can see VeryGames now just starting to edge away with it. And Dragons need to really dig deep here. Try and find something special, and it looks like we got full ecos and decos, so not good news for the Dragons. And well, Apex at this stage, bold as brass, just peeking. Existence is going to get another kill, so Apex gets another just as we move off him again, and well, wow, just round over. Forget about it. 14 to 10. VeryGames looking like they're going to get their first title of the year. And they've got guns this round, but look at that little gap peek there from Existence. He'll make those all day as well. People forget. Was only about 18 months ago people were talking about what an aim machine he was, and now he's the tactician and captain, you know, mastermind. So if ever there's been a more versatile player in to play CSS, I'd like to know who it is, because he has completely reinvented himself as he's got older. So while I'm bigging him up, Shox just comes out and says, you know what, Richard, that's enough of that gibberish. I'm the star of this show. He's just going to drop into spawn, gets a kill while Malik gets another one. RPK in the meantime does get those 2 trade frags. MK's going to come all the way around. Deagle out, switches to the AK. Well, that's pretty sick right there. I enjoyed that little peek and just insta headshot. Malik will be thinking, you know what, it's not my day. And creeping out. Got to know where they are here, MK. Right outside the site. He's just getting straight on the defuse. Just straight on the defuse, and it's worked. That schoolboy error there, that's going to put VeryGames against the odds on 15 for 10. Now Dragons need to win all the remaining rounds, just have overtime to look forward to. That's a bit sickening for them. Hard to pick yourself up when you know you've made that kind of mistake, but we'll see. We'll see what they can do. Existence again, just peeking mid, and yep, they are in there, but obviously that smoke does obscure things a little bit, and they're trying to neutralise him, just flashing him. I wonder if Shox is just going to go gung-ho and just Rambo it out in mid here, but we'll stay with Existence. That might be the case, but he's worked the smoke. Shox, though, does get 1 kill while he's obviously going up short. Existence tempted to have the little peek in mid, and that turned out to be a fatal mistake. Smiths gets that kill. RPK answers back immediately, and they're having a look. They're not quite sure where it all is, so perhaps a little bit of bad communication here. Shox and MK are locked into the waltz of death, but Malik's going to come to Shox's rescue. Probably didn't need it anyway. We're going to see a plan for the Dragons, and interesting to see here. It looks like they're just going for the save. That would have been well awkward if MBK just killed RPK there. But yeah, they're going for the save. I guess when you've got rounds to play with like this, maybe that's the thing to do. But equally, because you've got rounds to play with, why not go for it? It is just a 2v4 situation, which isn't the most unmakeable of clutches. No hunting here. Guess Dragons are just not leaving it to chance because they know they're going to need these guns. Can't afford to lose any. So it's 15-11 now. We have witnessed, I mean, in terms of this being a LAN final, I'd actually struggle to think of a LAN final that had a bit more cut and thrust and was this close. And it's a shame it wasn't a bit more high profile. Obviously on the podcast we spoke to the admins from Spirit LAN, and they're looking to make it a big event. I mean, just having these two teams in attendance has really added some quality to it. So, great game. Really enjoyed casting this. Certainly hope you've enjoyed watching it. Smiths hanging out in the pit. And not the smoke. That's RPK. Gone very aggressive into B. There's a little nade outside, and that did connect, so that will have made the noise. And you can see from the radar, RPK's really looking in that direction. But he's got to be careful because Smith has gone off like a fucking firecracker there, and he's just killed 2. So all of a sudden, RPK's in a bad spot, but he does get 1. He gets the Smiths. That was the person doing it, but in the meantime, they're up short. Shocks just gets some cheeky double. There's another kill there. The Dragons are still in it. 15-12 now. So even with that save for VeryGames, they didn't take it in the next round. I wonder what that does for them money-wise. Yeah, it's another deco. Another deco. So close. And they've gone for the smoke. It's not going to be a B push or a B stack. But they're going to try and make it look like it was. So again, bit of kidology. This is how you have to play the game. Try and outthink your opponent. But they've peaked early. That's going to probably give the game away a little bit. Malik's going to get 1. Uzi's just going to run up here. Should get another one. Can he get another one? No. Doesn't get either. Even though he was having a good old spray. Scream and Smiths doing the damage. So this is going to be another round for the Dragons. Almost certainly. Unless I'm about to bear witness to something that's just berserk. If anyone's doing it, it's RPK. No. Getting jumping killed, but it wasn't the jumping kill that did it. Smith's down in spawn that did it. So MK is going to get 1 though. Moves out. The minute he does, he's like, should I go for it? Should I get the gun? Bang. No, is the answer. So 15-13. And huge comeback here. From the Dragons, like just digging so deep, and to already have won a round against the best team in the world, and then to push them here, just really great, supreme effort from them. Shocks, the killing machine. Well, things didn't quite go from there. Doesn't matter. As if Apex was confident enough to just do that. I'll just run and I'll go get him. You won't go get him, but now he's blind as the proverbial bat. Going to get another one. MK gets that 1 kill. Smith is going to get another one. The Dragons, they just keep getting these rounds. RPK is going to get another one, though. And it's RPK and MBK are pretty much in hot pursuit, coming up short. Again, stopping the plant, kind of vital. Too late for that. They know there's 2 on Goose. And the smoke's being deployed everywhere. MBK gets 1. He's really going to go aggressive here. Gets another one. Gets the last. Wins the LAN. There it is. Absolutely huge. What a great final. And finishes 16-13 to VeryGames. They only needed 1 map to win, of course. It's not a best of 3. Absolutely huge play. Very encouraging for the Dragons. But in the end, it was VeryGames that took it. So there you go. I'll tell you what, that was a great game. Hope you've enjoyed it. Won't keep wittering on. Just keep your eyes on CADRED Clips, our YouTube channel, on cadred.org, our website. Look in the CADRED commentary section. All of our VoDs are going to be there. We got VoDs for CSS. We got VoDs for Dota 2. We got VoDs for StarCraft 2. If you like esports, cadred.org is the place to be. Hope you've enjoyed this one.